Nestle, Tushar, Alan, Thompson, and Sarah. Switch on the video. Okay, which one is the last program, Sarah?
Program, write a program cube of a number.
To find the cube of a number. Okay, the program is write a program to find the cube of a number. Okay, Nestle, Sayujya, switch on the video. So how we can write the statements, Rahul? Read the statements of cube.
A equals to input, enter number.
Okay, enter number. Then what is the next statement? Rahul, what is the next statement?
B equals to input, enter number.
Which program is this, Rahul? It is
Equals to A star 3.
yes, R is equal to, we need only one number because we want to find out the cube of a number. So we need only one input value. Okay, for that I am writing the statement A is equal to int input, enter the number. For by using this single statement, we can input a single number. So a single number is needed for finding the cube. So you can write A into A, or you can write R is equal to A exponent 3. Okay. Sanjana, what is the meaning of A exponent 3? Expand this A exponent 3.
A raised to 3.
Yes, A raised to 3, which is equal to A into A. Okay, so we can use either we can use this R is equal to A into A, or you can use A exponent 3. Okay, then after that you can use the print statement, that is print R. Then I want to display the result like this. Cube of a number is. How we can change this print statement? I want to display cube of a number is 8, or the content of R. How we can rearrange this print statement?
Ma'am, print bracket, the cube of the cube is then close bracket, comma, then R, close bracket.
Which brackets are closed?
Start bracket, then double quotes. The
Okay,
answer.
correct, Abhilash. That is within print statement, within round bracket, whatever you want to display that message within double quotes. Okay, I want to display the message like this: the cube is. Then one colon is needed. So I will write all these message within double quotes. Okay, the cube is within double quotes. I will write the message, the cube is within double quotes. So in the output screen, the output is just like that. That is cube is colon. After that, I want to display the content. The result is in R. Okay. The cube is calculated here and the result is stored in R. I want to display the content also. If I want to display the content of a variable, just write the variable name without double quotes or single quotes. Okay. If I am writing a variable name without a single quotes or double quotes, the meaning is that the content of R is displayed. Okay. Tushar, here what is the content? If the value is 3, the content of A is 3, then what is R?
3 root 3.
3?
3 raised to 3.
3 raised to 3. What is 3 raised to 3?
27.
3 into 3 into 3. That is 3 into 3 is 9, 9 into 3 is 27. Okay. So 3 into 3 into 3, it is 27. So the content of R, it is 27. Okay. So in print statement, we can use these two separate options. First option is we want to display some messages. If I want to display one message in print statement, write the message within double quotes. Okay. If we want to display one message using print statement, we can write that message within double quotes. And if I want to use one variable name here, the meaning is that the content of that variable is displayed here, not R. The content of R is displayed. If I am write like this, then what is the meaning? What is the output here? If I am writing like this, what is the meaning or what is the output? Kevin, for this print statement, what is the result? Kevin?
The cube is R. No, I'm sorry, the cube is 27.
No. Here I am writing all these messages like this variable name also within double quotes. Okay. Anything within double quotes, it will just display like the same sentence. If there is any spelling mistake, then it will appear in the same way. Okay. So I am writing this variable name within double quotes. If I am writing this variable name within double quotes, it will just display like this. The cube is R. It will not display the content of R. It will display the same message. Is it clear, Kevin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if I am writing the variable name inside this double quotes, it will display like the cube is R. It will never display the content of R. If I want to display the content of R, I want to write this R outside this double quotes. If I am using the variable name without a double quotes, the content is displayed. Okay. Is it clear the difference between something within double quotes and other than double quotes? Is it clear? Tushar?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Basuri, is it clear, Basuri? Amal, is it clear? Amal? Some problem in your mic, Amal?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So using print statement, we can use two methods. That is, two functions are there for print statement. First thing, we can display some messages. So the messages are displayed using double quotes. And if I want to display the content of a variable, write the variable name without a double quotes. Okay. Then write another program. Write a program to find the square of a number. Square of a number. Use appropriate messages. Then one more thing. You want to input integer number without using int function. Without using int function. How we can input integer number without int function? One more function is there.
Eval.
Yes, eval. Okay. So in this program, use instead of int, use eval. Okay. The question is find out the square of a number. Nestle, how we can find the square, Nestle? What is the equation for finding the square? Nestle? Anish? Tushar completed?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Anish? Sarah completed? Okay. There is Anish. Basuri,
Ma'am,
how we can find the square? Mathematical equation for finding the square. For finding cube, it is a into a into a. Then how we can find square? Basuri? Okay. Okay. Thompson then?
A star star 2.
A star 2 is correct, and also we can use a into a. Okay. A exponent 2, it is correct, and also we can use a into a. Anish, switch on the video, Anish. Okay, Sanjana, read the first statement.
ma'am, eval bracket input,
A is equal to
eval
mm,
bracket input,
mm.
then bracket enter number, bracket close.
enter number. Okay, correct statement. That is, A is equal to, instead of int, we can use eval also for inputting integer value. Okay, for inputting integer value, we can use two built-in function. The first one is int and second one is eval. Okay, so eval within bracket, write the input function, that is input enter number. Rahul, read the next statement, Rahul.
R equals to A star star
A star star
2.
Okay, A star star 2. The meaning is that A star star 2 is equal to A raised to 2, which is equal to A into A. Okay. Then, Alan Joshi, how we print the message? How we print the result with some messages?
Print the square is R.
The square is, how we represent the square is? Within double quotes. Okay, within double quotes, write the message the square is. We can use colon, hyphen, or we can use star, any special symbols, anything we write within this double quotes, it will appear in the output screen. Okay, so the square is, which is equal, comma, R. The meaning is that first we will input one value. The inputted value is converted to integer using this eval function. If I am inputting 2, then that 2 is converted to integer using eval function, and that 2 is stored in A. Okay. After that, R is equal to A exponent 2, means A exponent 2 is equal to A raised to 2. Here, what is the value of A, Amal? What is the value of A?
2.
Yes, it is 2. So 2 raised to 2, which is equal to 2 into 2. The answer is 4. So that 4 is assigned to R. Okay, 4 is assigned to R. Then after that, print statement. So print the square is. So in the output screen, the message is like this: square is colon hyphen. Then what about this one, Kevin? How this R will appear in the output screen?
Ma'am, this R appear as a number 4.
Which number? Yes, 4. So it is 4. The content of R, it is 4. So here I am using the variable name without a double quotes. So it will display the content of this R. Here the content it is 4. So it will display like this. The square is colon hyphen 4. Okay. Then write the next question. Write a program to input two floating point number and find the sum. Input two floating point number and find the sum. Anish, switch on the video, Anish. Irene, what happened to your video, Irene? Irene. Okay, Irene. Okay, Nestle. Irene, then read the answer, Irene. Is it possible, Irene? Read the answer. Okay, Anish, read the answer. Read the first two statements.
Ma'am, I didn't write the question, ma'am.
Okay. Input two float values and find the sum.
Ma'am, can I try?
Is it Sarah?
Yes, ma'am.
It's not clear, Sarah. Little more louder.
Ma'am, can I try?
What, Sarah?
Ma'am, can I try?
Okay. Okay, Sarah.
A is equal to
A is equal to
float
float.
bracket input
Okay.
bracket
Mm.
double quote
Mm.
enter first number
Yes.
double quote
Mm.
bracket.
Correct, Sarah.
Then
Second statement.
B is equal to float
Float.
bracket.
Same.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Instead of first number, it is second number. Okay. Good, Sarah. Okay. Kevin, read the next statement.
Ma'am, I haven't done.
Why? It's normal addition, no. Instead of integer value, I am asking you about to enter float value. That is the only difference. Okay. The question is not clear, Kevin.
Ma'am, I didn't get the question.
The question is, you want to input two floating point value or float number and find out the sum of that float number. That is the question. Then using this two statement, I will input two floating value using this two statement. That is, A is equal to float of input enter first number means the entered value is converted to float using this float function. Okay.
Then we can put R is equal to A plus
Yes.
B, right?
R is equal to A plus B. That is the only operation. Okay, Kevin. Okay. So R is equal to A plus B. So in the first statement, this float function is used to convert the entered value into float value. If I am inputting a value like 5, this 5 is converted to 5.0. That is the version of float version of 5. Then if I am inputting 5.1, that value that is 5.1 is stored in A. And after that I am inputting second number as 2.1. So when we input 2.1, it will accept this input function in the form of which one, Anish? Anish, when I input 2.1 from the keyboard, how does input function accept that 2.1? In which form?
Float.
No. Any other option, Anish? Tushar?
Is it string?
Yes, it is string. Okay. So input enter second number. This input function is used to input some values in the form of string. So if I input 2.1 from keyboard, that value is accepted like string, and that string value is converted to float value using this float function. Okay, so this float function is used to convert the entered value into float value. So it is B is equal to float. I will enter one value that is 2.1. That 2.1 is converted to float, and that float is stored in B. So the content of A, it is 5.1, and content of B, it is 2.1. Then A plus B, that is 2.1 plus, it's not 2.1. What is A? It is 5.1 plus B, it is 2.1. Then what is the answer? It is 7.2. Then after that, write the print statement, that is print. The sum is. After comma, write the variable name R. So it will display this message along with the content of this R. The content of R, it is 7.2. So that 7.2 is displayed. Is it clear? Any doubt related with this program? It's a simple program based on only input output statement, only one operation. One expression is used in all these programs. Okay. Any doubt related with all these programs? Float, int, eval? No. Okay. Then write one program. Write a program to perform a calculator. To perform a calculator. Only the basic functions, that is plus, minus, star, slash. Okay.
Can you repeat the question?
Write a program to perform a calculator function. Within bracket, write plus, minus, star, and slash. Only 4 operation, mathematical operation. With integer values. Instead of writing simple program, just like your sum, addition program, subtraction program, multiplication program, do all the operations or expressions in a single program. That is the only thing. You already completed that addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Okay, do all these operations in a single program. Input 2 values. After inputting 2 values, write all these 3 operations. Then use print statement for displaying sum, subtraction, multiplication, and division. You just try. After that, I will explain that program. Sayuji, Alan Varghese. Switch on the video. Kevin, Anish, Basuri, switch on the video. Alan Varghese, switch on the video. Kevin. Okay, Alan. Tom sentence completed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Kevin completed.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Tushar completed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Abhilash also completed. Sanjana. Okay. Alan, finish.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Alan Varghese completed. Alan Varghese. Okay. Your mic is not also not working, Alan. Okay. Okay. Abhilash, read the first two statements.
A is equal to int input.
1 second,
and
1 second. A is equal to
int input and first value or first number.
okay. Instead of induce another function. Abhilash.
Eval input
Okay.
and second
Eval
number.
input and the second number. Okay. Then Sayujya, read the next statement, Sayujya. Sanjana, read the next statement.
R equal to A plus B.
R is equal to A plus B. Then Rahul, read the next statement.
Print
Print R. Okay. The spacing is very important in Python. Okay. R is equal to A plus B. After that, the same alignment you want to follow. Okay. Print sum is R. Then Sarah, read the next statement, Sarah.
N is equal to A minus B.
N is equal to A minus B. Then
Then print.
Hmm.
Print bracket.
subtract is.
Yeah.
Result is or subtract result is. Amal, read the next statement, Amal. After subtraction, the equation is multiplication. Try, Amal. Ah, which one? Ah.
Into B.
A into B. That is, M is equal to A into B. After that, print statement. Or we can M is equal to A into B. D is equal to A by B. Then we can print the result. Print within double quotes, the result is print the multiplication and division result is comma M comma D. This is another form of print. I'm giving two results in single print statement. Okay, that is print the multiplication and division. You can write the expansion of all this one. That is the multiplication and division result is. After that, you want to write the first one, it is multiplication. So the multiplication value is stored in M and division result is stored in D. Okay, so you can give M comma D. Okay, all these four results we can store in single print statement. The same way you can use the addition, the subtraction, the multiplication and the division result is R comma N comma M comma D. Okay, this is another version for print statement. That is, we can use 2 or 3 or 4 many variables here. Okay, that is print the multiplication division result is. After writing the message, I will write 2 variable names, M and D. So after this message, the content of M is displayed and after that content of D is displayed. Okay, then we can give another method like after inputting these values, I will just use all the equations, that is S is equal to A plus B, then that is sum is equal to A plus B, subtract is equal to A minus B, write all the equation, multiplication is equal to A into B, then division is equal to A by B. After that, you use the print statement. This is also possible. Okay. Here the meaning is, first you want to input one number using int. Here you can use int. To int statement you can use for just understanding the function name. For that only I am writing this eval statement. Okay, you can use to int function. A is equal to int and B is equal to int. Okay, is it clear? Okay, instead of eval, you can use int function. Then here, instead of int, you can use eval function. It is also possible. Okay, there is no limitation for using this int and eval. Any build function we can use here, int or eval, because these two built-in functions are used for finding the converting the entered value into integer. Okay. Int and eval is used for converting the entered value into integer. So we can use int or eval here. Okay. So that is A is equal to int input, enter first number. Then B is equal to, you can use int input or eval input, enter second number. So I will input 5 here and here I am using 2. Then after that, it will execute this statement. What is the result? 5 plus 2, it is 7. So the content of sum it is 7. After that, 5 minus 2. What is 5 minus 2? It is 3. So the value is 3. Then after that, 5 into 2. What is 5 into 2? It is 10. Then what is 5 by 2? Sayuja, what is 5 by 2?
2.5.
It is 2.5. Then print the sum is sum. Then the subtraction result is sub. Multiplication result is m. Division result is d. You can give 4 separate print statement for displaying 4 results, or you can give 1 print statement for displaying these 4 results. Okay. 2 ways are for printing the result. There are 2 ways. You can use 4 print statement for printing 4 results. That is print sum is sum. Then print subtraction result is sub. Print multiplication result is m. Print division result is d. Okay. Or you can use a single print statement like this. The addition, subtraction, division, multiplication result is sum comma, sub comma, m comma, d. Is it clear? Okay. Any doubt related with these programs? Related with print statement or related with input statement? No.
Ma'am,
What, Sarah?
ma'am, I have a doubt in eval.
Little more louder, Sarah.
Ma'am, I have a doubt in eval.
Okay, okay, Sarah. What is the doubt?
Eval.
Eval. Eval is same as int. Okay, that is, if I'm inputting one value, that is 5, that 5 is accepted here in the form of string. Okay, so that string is converted to integer. For converting this entered integer value, that is in the form of string, to integer, we can either use this int function or we can use this eval function. Okay. So if I am inputting this 5, this input function accept this 5 as string, and that 5 is converted to integer value using this eval function. The function is same for this int and eval. Okay. So instead of eval, you can use this int also. No problem. Okay. Is it clear, Sarah?
Yes, ma'am.
What, Sarah?
Yes, it is
Okay.
clear.
Okay, okay. So the same function, eval, the function is same as int. Okay. In some MCQ based questions, you can use, instead of int, you can use this eval also. That is why I am writing this eval function. Otherwise, you forgot this eval function. Okay. That is why I am writing, I will say to write this eval function instead of int. Okay. So these are the built-in functions for converting. Int and eval are used for converting entered value into integer. Then if you want to use float value, use float function. And for string value, we are using str function. And for character, we are using ch. Okay. So here for inputting, we are just using commonly used functions are int and float. Okay. Any other doubts? No. Okay. Okay. So these are the topics related with our simple Python program. Okay. So write the next heading. It is user defined function. We can discuss that topic in the next class. Okay. Write the heading only. That is user defined functions. Okay. Let's wind up the section. We can continue with the this user defined function in the next class. Okay. Okay. Bye.